This is the Two on Your Side Bath Fitter Sports Desk.
And with the 28th overall pick at the 2024 NFL Draft, the Buffalo Bills select, well, no one just yet. We're going to send it out to sports director John Scott, who is in Orchard Park, as we just got the word that the Bills are trading down in this year's draft. John, what's going on? What are you hearing?
That's right, Lindsay. The Buffalo Bills officially announcing, literally, as you were just talking, that they have sent their first-round pick, 28th overall, a fourth-round pick, 133 overall, and a seventh-round pick, 248 overall, to, yes, the Kansas City Chiefs in exchange for the Chiefs' first-round pick, which is 32, so just dropping back 4 spots. Still in the first round, they pick up a third-round pick, something the Bills did not have, 95th overall, and basically it's a swap in the 7th round. They're getting 221 overall from the Kansas City Chiefs. The Chiefs then taking a wide receiver, Xavier Worthy from Texas. I know a name that was on the list of guys that I think Bills fans had wanted them to take as the wide receivers started coming off the board. So what does this say maybe about the Bills' idea of the wide receiver class? I would say, Lindsay, it's that they think it's pretty deep, and that the difference between maybe Brian Thomas Jr., maybe Xavier Worthy, is not as large from some of the other guys that now, with a third-round pick and as well as a second-round selection, they can get maybe spread out and fulfill some other needs. Because as much as the focus has been on wide receiver throughout this entire pre-draft process, if we're being honest, the Bills have other positions that they could address. Their secondary positions, including the departures of Micah Hyde and Jordan Poyer. Maybe safety is in the mix. The defensive line certainly could use additions, even though they bring back guys like A.J. Epinesa and Daquan Jones. I think the pass rush could continue to get bolstered. So the Bills still in the first round. We're just going to have to wait a bit longer. We thought maybe Brandon Beane would have already made a selection. We'd be hearing his remarks during this sportscast, but you're going to have to wait through the night, go online, go on our YouTube page to catch up with everything, as Brandon Beane will certainly be an interesting conversation to have as to why he didn't move up for maybe some wide receivers and why at the end of the night he decided to move back. Lindsay, we'll throw it back to you.
Some pretty interesting points there that John makes. And as for what else the Bills have in store for the rest of the weekend, looking at this graphic here, you can see that Buffalo will have pick number 60 in the second round. We're going to have to update this a little bit now that they do have a third rounder. And then as for Saturday in round 4, the Bills have 2 picks, 128 and 133. Those, of course, the first 2 of what will be a long day for Brandon Beane and Bills Mafia. Saturday also includes rounds 5 through 7, where Buffalo is supposed to have 6 more picks. I'm good. Again, probably going to have to update this a little bit because this is breaking news with this trade with Kansas City. Of course, all of this is pending from these changes that the Bills have just made. But again, that is what Brandon Beane and his team are working with for right now. Of course, we're going to continue our draft coverage right here on Channel 2. Our Daybreak crew will have plenty of updates from the first round tonight, followed up with Day 2 coverage over at One Bills Drive tomorrow. In terms of staying up to date, be sure to visit our website at WGRZ.com. And for any updates on the go, you can download our app on your phone, tablet, and computer. But for now, here in the studio, I'm Lindsay Moppert. Scott Mary Alice are going to wrap up Channel 2 News tonight, right after this break.